Hey everybody. Yes, this video has been long overdue, but you know what? I want to make it up for it too, and I want to let everybody know that I'm sorry, but here is the videos that I promised. And yeah, this may be about half a year overdue, but you know what? I want to discuss it now so I can get to the games that I've been playing this year. And I want to get to the point of it. So without further ado, here are the games that I played in 2020, and which out of all of them I like the most. And I'm gonna make it a top five too. So without further ado, here we go. This one's kind of cheating, but you know what? Sonic Mania. I bought this during the holidays, and I gotta say, I absolutely loved it. I finally got my full experience like around January, and I played the living hell out of this game. And I played all the characters: Sonic Tails, Knuckles, Sonic Tails, Mighty the Armadillo, and Ray the Flying Squirrel. And then I did get to play the hard mode of that game too, which is in the description right here. And I'll be honest with you, I absolutely loved the game. I thought the soundtrack was amazing. The game looked great. To me, this feels like a Sega Genesis game or a Sega Saturn game that was long and forgotten and was resurrected back at some of the same levels, but then remixed it in Act 1 and Act 2 in some levels, and then brought in some 4 new levels, and then added a absolutely beautiful soundtrack composed by T. Lopes. And I gotta say, man, like, wow, dude, it was amazing how the way you did the music too. And as much as I gotta say too, this is Sega's like best Sonic game they have ever made. And I gotta say this too, I love Sonic 3 and Knuckles. To me, it's one of my favorite games of all time. But this one actually kind of beats it too, because as much as it brings back some of the levels back, but then adds like all into one, and then remixes it all in Act 1 and Act 2, depending on how it is. If you know like how it was back in the day, like when the games were how the games were, the levels and stuff like that, with due to its limitations, but mixed into one. But here they remixed it, and how the way they did it was a masterpiece. And I gotta say, Sega. And I gotta give credit to T. Lopes, Mike Tomlin, Simon Tomley, head of Headcanon, Padogo West, and Hyperkinetic, with all the new things that they had here on Sonic Mania Plus. Props to you guys, and I gotta say, this is an absolute great achievement. And to me, I love it. And as much as it's not, this is a 2018 game, but 2017 game, but then remixed in 2018. But I didn't got this until like late 2019 too. So I had a blast, and I played the living shit out of it too during that time too, especially when things were kind of picking up for me too. So, and also I want to discuss another game too that I also played, Doom 2016. But before everybody says, like, before I played this game, Doom 2016, I haven't played this since exactly in 2016, and I bought this too. So I was like, you know, I gotta play this before I try out this one. And yeah, this feels it does hold up really, really well. But this one, this one really, really will get your heart pumping from the beginning all the way to the very end. The soundtrack is fucking amazing. The blood and gore and the guns. Oh my god, it's so fucking amazing. And dude, the Marauder. Fuck the Marauder in the game. And why this actually did so well is because its software pretty much helped up by that, but Bethesda by so many, pretty much some mixed games that they've been making lately. Fallout 76 was one, Rage 2, and then Wolfenstein, the Youngblood. Bethesda was making a lot of weird mistakes and some bad decisions too, that its software literally had to delay this game because of how bad Bethesda was doing with their own IPs. But here, with the sequel of Doom Eternal, I was like literally worried, like, I hope this game goes good. And to be honest, it's amazing. And to me, I love the game. The game is hard. Don't expect a cakewalk. It's hard as fuck. And wow, like, the boss battles are a pain in the ass. And not only that too, my right bumper of my freaking controller literally just popped open. So I'll show it at the end of the video so you guys can pretty much like understand like how much I've been through during that time. And oh my god, like, to me, as much as I love Titanfall 2, this one kind of like takes the championship on this one too, because this one, in my opinion, is one of my favorite first-person shooters. And take plenty of practice. You're gonna get killed a lot in this game, but in the end, when you manage to prevail, it feels so fucking good. But to me, to be honest, Doom Eternal to me is one of the best games that Bethesda has made, and especially in the franchise too. As much as I love the first Doom and this one too, but this one, it's tied between the original and this one. So it's hard to compete too. So Doom Eternal to me is fucking amazing. All right then, and then before I talked about this one, I played the living shit out of this one, Resident Evil 2 remake. To me, this is in my opinion, one of the best remakes ever made. And how the way they did it, the alternate scenarios, adding in some single player content, Honk, Tofu, and then the what if scenarios with Mayor's daughter, the gun owner, and then another soldier that pretty much survived the zombie outbreak. It was great, and then to me, this holds up really, really well, and especially how the way Mr. X was intimidating this one. But here, damn it, Capcom, you had one job, one freaking job, and you literally just made this game as short as possible. Here's the thing. I love the characters. I love Jill, Carlos, Nikolai, Nemesis, and everything else. But damn it, this game was so fucking short. I wanted more, damn it. But what sucks is that they only made one scenario and then Resistance too, which is a separate thing, which they packaged it in all into one. But to be honest, Resistance to me, in my opinion, it's okay, but it's not fun. It's a bit of a mess. I know with the patches it got a little better, but in the end I was like, no. As much as it hurts me to say, it's like a separate thing you can download, but to me, in my opinion, like, it's a separate development team. But here, it would have been cool if they would have delayed this game a little bit more and added some what if scenarios of, like, what if Jill woke up during the phone call? What if Nemesis attacks Jill over there at the RPD while Carlos was over there at the RPD investigating on Bard? And then from there, they have to find a way to transport themselves to the nearby hospital over there. And so on and so forth, but in the end, it didn't pay off. And then no Barry Burton. What the fuck? Why they cut Barry Burton out of the game? But in the end, this game was fun. Despite how short it is, I beat this game in 7 hours. And the other games, I beat it in under 8 or 7 hours too. But you also got Claire B, Leon A, and then also if you want to do what if scenarios like Claire A and Leon B, and then you also got the Hunk and Tofu modes and stuff like that. But here it's just 2 modes, and that's about it. That's about it. And I'm a little disappointed. And I wanted more from this game, too, because this game sold 4 million copies, and it's actually not bad. It actually outsold more than the original, but in the end, it was a fun experience, but despite how its shortcomings, and I just wish they would have released more content to the game, too. So with that in mind, it was a great game, despite how short it is. Another Capcom game that I also want to talk about, and this is one of the most rarest games that I've seen, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Before everybody says, why is this rare? I've never seen any of the Xbox versions in the stores anymore. I did found one, and it was at a Walmart. So I was like, you know what? I'm taking it. And for $20, I was like, it's a steal. So with that in mind, I bought it, and I had a blast. It has every single Street Fighter game, as you can see, with a little bit of the, like how it's reflecting here. It has every single Street Fighter game. It has Street Fighter 2 and its 5 different versions, Street Fighter Alpha with 1, 2, and 3, then Street Fighter Third Strike, and then its other versions too, which adds like DLC to the characters. And to be honest with you, everyone, it was awesome. Street Fighter 1, it's one and done. Fuck Sagat in Street Fighter 1. He is a cheap shit. 1 or 2 hits, you're dead. He was that terrible. I managed to prevail. And to be honest, it was the first game that I played starting this, and I was like, man, I regret buying this. But in the end, I was like, no, I don't. Because playing Street Fighter 2 and many of its versions, it was a lot of fun, a pain in the butt too, despite how hard it is. Then I finally got to play Alpha 1, Alpha 2, which, in my opinion, I absolutely love Alpha 2 over Alpha 3. Alpha 3, it's good, but god damn it, it's fucking hard. Alpha 2 has like the right balance of difficulty. And as much as I love Armika and many of the new characters that they added in Alpha 3, but Alpha 2 to me holds up pretty well, and to me, in my opinion, I consider that like the best Alpha game in the series. And I love it. And then also, I want to talk about Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter 3, yes, there's no E Honda, there's no Blanca, there's no Zangief, there's no Dhalsim, there's no Bison or Balrog or any of it. We got another generation of characters. While Ryo, Ken, Chun-Li, and Akuma are still in the game, But here, what they added was pairing system. I finally played that game over at an arcade nearby to where I was working at, and I had a blast. And I was like, man, I really wish I could own this game because I really want to have my full experience. And I did. I beat Street Fighter Alpha 3 like 4 or 5 times, and I absolutely loved it. And same thing with Alpha 2 because I loved Alpha 2 so much, especially Dan Hibiki. He sucked, but he's pretty good. And same thing with Charlie. I love Charlie too. But Street Fighter Third Strike to me is absolutely amazing. It's hard to understand too because you got to learn how to parry and how to attack the opponents. And Gil, my God, Gil's a cheap shit on that one too. Unlike the Sagat from Street Fighter 1, but here Gil does not hold back. And to be honest, here having in a total of 12 games into this package, except at not adding in 4 or EX and then sort of 5, but you gotta understand, like, you gotta go back to what made this game famous in the first place, especially with Street Fighter 2. This is, to me, Capcom's, like, great way to, like, celebrate its 30th anniversary, despite the 35th anniversary right around the corner, especially that they're teasing Street Fighter 6, so I'm looking forward to that, too. So this was a great addition to add in my collection, especially as a Capcom fan. I love Capcom. And speak about Capcom, Devil May Cry 5. Yes, this may be a 2019 game. I'm trying to get the special edition, but it's a freaking rare game to find. And you can get it online, but I want to get it in person so I can pretty much, like, have my full experience. But I did manage to play it off a friend. And wow, Virgil is fucking awesome in the game. And we were wondering when we were going to get to play as Virgil and Devil May Cry 5. I can't believe I said Street Fighter. And he plays fucking amazing. And his soundtrack is absolutely amazing. I love the music of the game, and I gotta say, it is one of the greatest moments of the game. And what kind of is weird is that you kind of get to play the perspective of, like, Virgil, of how the way he was, like, right next to Nero, and how the way he gets to experience all that stuff. And it feels a little bit odd. And then it adds an extra cutscene, too, of, like, Dante and Virgil fighting against each other. You get to see moments where they're bickering and battering at each other. It felt a little odd, but it would have been so cool if they would have teased us a little bit of, like, a hint of Devil May Cry 6, of, like, when Virgil and Dante are fighting down in hell. It would have been cool. So it's like, well done, my sons. You finally fend off yourself against these demons. And then they turn around and then they say, Dad, that would have been cool to tease Devil May Cry 6, but that was some missed potential, and damn it. Please, Capcom, as I know you're relying on Resident Evil and Monster Hunter and Street Fighter so much, but come on, you gotta give this game some love too, and same thing for Mega Man. I hope Devil May Cry 6 is in development right now, and they're coming up with ideas for it. And hearing rumors that they're working on the sequel for Dragon's Dogma, that's what their team is focusing on right now. So I hope that Devil May Cry 6 right now, they're getting the ideas so they can pretty much start the development soon enough, because I consider Devil May Cry 5 one of the best games of all time, and Special Edition even made it from 10 out of 10 to a fucking 11 out of 10. It's like right there, and to me, Devil May Cry 5 is, to me, my third favorite game game in the Capcom franchise, right behind Mega Man X and Resident Evil 4. It's that fucking good. I love it, and I wish we get more from it. And let's talk about one disappointing game, and that is Avengers. Okay, let me start off with the positive part. Graphics look amazing. They did manage to fix that. How the way Captain America, Miss Marvel, Hulk, Black Widow play, and Thor is amazing. Man, I wish Thor would have said boy when he throws the hammer and starts talking to one of the bad guys, but no, he doesn't say that. Missed potential. But Iron Man's, takes some getting used to, but yeah. But in the end, I'll be honest with you guys. This game was a huge disappointment, but to be honest, making it a live service? Are you fucking kidding me, Square Enix? Live service game, adding in microtransactions. You wanted that Captain America suits? You want that Iron Man armor? You want that Black Widow leather suits? $10, please. Fuck you, Square Enix. What the fuck do you guys want me to fucking pay you freaking $10 for a fucking suits? Why? Why not grind, like add in some extra levels and stuff like that to unlock the costume just like this? But no, you guys literally wanted to force us to pay you guys fucking $10 for costumes, and then adding in some enhancements to your freaking character's portfolio. That is fucking stupid. Really, Square Enix? Why the fuck did you guys add that stupid shit? And seriously, and no villain variety. All we had was Taskmaster, fun boss battle though. Abomination, same thing. a freaking giant spider robots, Monica, and then a giant robot helicarrier, and then MODOK. That's it. Nothing else. No Ultron, no Red Skull, no Loki. You get a tease of it, but he's not nowhere to be found. But he's just disguised as Thor in order, like limitations, stuff like that. And sadly enough, this game did not sell well. This game sold roughly at least 4 million copies, and they thought they were going to freaking score gold by selling it even more than that. But no, when they made this game into a live service, it was a stupid, idiotic decision. And Square Enix, Crystal Dynamics, what the fuck, guys? I was literally anticipating this game, but then seeing how much they added microtransactions and made it into a live service was a completely stupid-ass decision. And you guys learned your lessons now that the Guardians of the Galaxy is right around the corner, and I'm really excited too because it's a single-player game. Sadly enough, you don't get to play as the Guardians, but Star-Lord is going to pretty much command them, command you to do this, and does that. But this game literally left a bad impression. Even though I'll give props to them, they gave Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, and then Black Panther free DLCs with no extra charge, despite how much they messed up this game. And I haven't had a chance to it, so whenever I have a chance, I'll maybe try out all 3 characters and then some of the new modes that they added in to see how much the game has held up to, because I haven't played this game since November. It hurts me to say it, but I haven't played this game since November. And I don't know. Maybe soon enough I'll try it out, despite not me getting another Xbox Series X, because all these fucking scalpers are taking all the fucking consoles and selling it for triple the fucking money. Fuck you guys. I gotta let that out, guys. I gotta let that out. Anyways, let's move on. The next game that I also played too was the Watch Dogs series, Watch Dogs Legion. I absolutely love the franchise. I got the first one, I got the second one. This game, I like it, but this one to me is the best in the series. And here's the reason why. This has a lot of great moments in the game. Stealing a Hollywood car and making it into a Dead Six car and causing a huge explosion. Sneaking into Noodle, hacking into their servers and doing something very freaking hilarious. And then hacking inside into a satellite in outer space was the most best part of the game. And then going into a Burning Man, or should I say Alka-Seltzer, how they call it in the game, was actually also memorable. This game had a lot of memorable moments. Here has at least 1 or 2 memorable moments. As much as I love playing this game, playing it as an old lady, a bum off the road, a drunk guy who has drunk habits, and John Wick. Even John fucking Wick, dude, was absolutely amazing. And to be honest, I had a blast playing as those characters, but what sucks is that this has no freaking variety. You go over there, help me with this, hack into this, blah, blah, blah. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeats. And it lacked variety, and I really wish they would have added some moments in the game. Would have been cool if we would have hacked into a car and then we would have put that out. There is one moment, but it had its shortcomings, but it wasn't too memorable. You go into this area where artificial intelligence, how the way they develop it, that was mind-blowing, and that was about it. But you're doing the same repeated missions later on, too, because those 2 that I discussed, it only happens once. But the other ones, go here, hack into this, thank you very much, I'll join your crew. It keeps repeating itself over and over and over and over and over. And I was like, damn it, Ubisoft. But you know what? They tried. But I'll be honest with you, I really did like playing this game. But to me, Watch Dogs 2 to me holds up. And I read the interview about this, and I'll be honest with you, they really did put in hard work on making every single NPC as playable as possible, which was really cool. But memorable missions were not there, and only 2 of them were there, and that's about it too. So that's all I gotta discuss. Anyways, I'm going to make this as fast as possible. As much as I want to talk about this, I'm going to talk about a Nintendo exclusive. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I played it on my niece's Switch. I thought it was really amazing. I did get to play this in May and then also back in December. It's a great game. And it's so calming too, because you're have your own place. You can have your own character, create it your own way, and then create your own landscape of how you want it. But you're gonna have Mr. Nuke and everyone else over there saying, "Where's my money? Where's my balls? Pay me." But that's how it is in real life. And I gotta say, Animal Crossing New Horizons really did helped out. everyone during these rough times, like especially when we were locked down during the pandemic. And to be honest, it did help out a lot. And to me, Animal Crossing, to me, it was like a great game. Sadly enough, I don't have a Switch. I'm waiting on that Switch Pro to come out, and so I can have my full experience. That way I don't have to have any more limitations on like the Xbox Series X, which I'm trying to get because all you fucking scalpers are taking it all for yourselves. Fuckers. And then I just hope it doesn't happen with the Switch Pro. And yeah, Animal Crossing was great. Let's talk about the PlayStation exclusives. All right, and I'm going to make this as fast as possible. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Great graphics, great gameplay. I watched it on the internet, and to be honest, it was great. Tifa, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. But Jessie, though, I gotta say, it's hard to pick between Jessie, Aerith, and Tifa. Like, come on. Come on. Who you gotta pick? And then, what else? I love the game, but damn it, it's only 3 parts, and this is like the first game, and I don't even know when the second part's coming. And I know it's in development, it's still not ready yet, and I don't know, but I have a feeling that Square Enix is going to release this game somewhere in 2023, because Square Enix takes fucking forever. Especially how the way they did with Avengers. Even though this is a different attempt, so I hope that Square Enix is like literally working hard on this game, and I hope we get a 2023 or late 2022 release. So whatever you guys are working on, I hope it pays off, because I really want to see more to the story, and I want to see how it ends. And I don't know, but I have a feeling that we're going to get to see like the full ending to that, to like maybe 2026 or 2027. Man, I'm going to be old as fuck during that time, but hey, what can you do? Anyways, then Ghost of Tsushima was also a beautiful game, beautiful graphics, great gameplay, and wow, like, it feels like it's sort of like a Far Cry game, but it's in third person, and it's a hack and slasher done right, and the story was good. Jin was a bit of a wooden character, but how the way he fights and stuff like that was great. But how the way he goes through and how the way he meets with people, it's amazing. And man, and the soundtrack too, mwah, amazing, especially the flute guy. Anyways, Last of Us 2. Why the fuck did you kill off Joel, Naughty Dog, in less than 3 hours? Are you fucking kidding me? And then you made Ellie into completely a killer in the game, and then you want us to pretty much support Abby. Are you fucking kidding me? You fucked it up, guys. And by the way, it won so many awards at the Video Game Awards. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Why? The game is not the greatest. The game is not the best. I still say the first one's the best one. This one to me was a huge letdown. Killing off Joel, and yes, there's some flashbacks of Joel and Ellie, which kind of like helps us out. But like killing them off in the beginning of the game was an absolute stupid ass decision. And to me, it's like saying Abby is good, Ellie bad. No. And I don't even know how they're going to go with Last of Us Part 3 too, to be honest. Even though Naughty Dog just confirmed that they're doing a remake for Last of Us. Why? The game still holds up well. Why the fuck are you guys remaking the game? But you know what, Naughty Dog? Do whatever you please, even though you guys already fucked up the franchise. Even though I am looking forward to the HBO Max version of Last of Us, which Pedro Pascal and the little girl from the Game of Thrones, I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, another PlayStation game that I also want to discuss too is Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Wow. This is pretty much Spider-Man 1.5. This is pretty much like, we get to see the perspective of Miles Morales and how the way he is handling his powers, family issues, old friends. And despite how lacking villain variety, but we have two very cool boss battles. The Tinker and also the Prowler, which was absolutely amazing. And I gotta say, this to me is a great game. I watched it also while I was on Christmas vacation, and I managed to do this too, and I had family over, and while I was watching it too, I'm hearing my family out. And to be honest, despite how short it is, like 6 to 7 or 8 hours, it was a great game. And I gotta say, Insomniac Games, I cannot wait to see how you guys are gonna be doing the second game too. And I hope you guys manage to deliver too, because teasing Venom and Green Goblin, I am excited, and I cannot wait to see. And I hope by that time when it comes out, I hope I get a PlayStation 5. Without the scalpers taking up a single fucking one anymore. I just hope that this puts into an end, and I just wish it does, because it's stupid and it's fucking ridiculous. All right, here it is, the grand finale. I'm gonna do an honorable mention here. Immortals, Phoenix Rising. I never had a chance to play this game, even though this game was formerly called Gods and Monsters. This is pretty much Ubisoft's own Zelda Breath of the Wild version of their game, and I gotta say, I've seen playthroughs of it, and it looks cool. But maybe soon enough, I'll try out this game because right now I'm currently playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I'll discuss in a future video too. So yeah. Anyways, here's the grand finale. Cyberpunk. I hate this game, but I absolutely love it and hate it for many reasons. One, don't play this on Xbox One or PlayStation 4 at launch because I'll be honest, I play this and my god, it was a buggy fucking mess. Let me begin with the positives first. Love the story, love the characters, love the gameplay, love Night City. I love the futuristic cars, but god damn it, the fucking bugs and glitches in this game literally just fucking ruined the experience. Keanu Reeves was also the best part of the game too, and to be honest, I love every scene that he's in because he stole the show completely. But god damn it, the fucking game was so glitchy, it was so buggy, and to be honest, I literally lost my fucking shit when my character was glitching and my game crashed so many fucking times. I lost my fucking mind. And I was screaming at CD Projekt Red for why did they even bother rushing this game too? Why did they even delay this to like May or April? But it was the investors and it was the executives' decision. And I'll be honest, they did apologize and they're fixing this game. They already did their third patch already, their third huge big patch. And I'll be honest with you, I would love to give this game Game of the Year, but to be honest with you, I'm going to have to give it to Doom Eternal because this game was amazing. Despite its bugs, its glitches, it was a great game, but I'm going to have to give it to Doom Eternal. I really am freaking pissed off that this game literally was like going to be like one of the biggest games and one of the greatest games that they're ever going to create, but in the end, it didn't pay off. And I'm kind of pissed off about that too, so yeah. Anyways, everyone, that's it that I have to discuss. I've explained already all my top games of 2020, and I just hope that this game gets better. Avengers has gotten better, but I haven't had a chance to play it. But maybe soon when I finish off Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because I'm pretty much playing the living shit out of that game, and I absolutely love that game a lot. It would have been cool to make that Game of the Year, but to me, Game of the Year is Doom Eternal, and sort of this one, despite its bugs and glitches. The game is getting better, but I really want to play this on Series X, but I still can't get one because those fucking scalpers, though. Anyways, everyone, I'll see you in the next video, and let's see how things are going to turn out, because, yeah, things are picking up a bit, but I just hope things sort of get back to normal, because I don't know how things are going to go, and I just hope like this doesn't repeat itself, because during that time with the pandemic, we were like left without anything. But when I started to get a little bit of work and I started making a little money, I stayed at home and just played these games, and I had a blast. Despite how disappointing it is, and watching it on the internet on YouTube and watching it all. Experiencing all like that, because all these scalpers are taking all these fucking consoles, and it's pissing me off too, and that needs to be put into an end. And I think from now on, I think Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo need to start asking these scalpers to fuck off and to buy their own. So, anyways, everyone, I'm gonna be posting this video soon enough, and I hope you guys looking forward to it, because the next thing I'm going to be talking about is the top movies that I watched in 2020. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that too, because that one's going to be fully edited. But this one here, I'm gonna put it in as is. Despite my stuttering, it's just that work and stuff like that, it's picking up for me, which is great. But I really want to get back to this, and I want to talk about this because I'm a nerd and I love talking about the gaming industry, and same thing with the movie industry, and I wanted to keep going, and I want to keep going strong, but it's showing, lately video games are showing it's kind of like giving out a bit, but I wanted to keep continuing and to keep innovating, so I just hope it goes on. Well, anyways, everyone, I'll see you guys in the next video on the top movies of 2020, so it's not much of a big library, so hope you guys are looking forward to that. Anyways, everyone, take care.